So this is really a study tour. It's a learning journey, we like to call it. And in a learning journey, it's about the learner. And so the learners do best when they're learning in a situation where they can ask questions that are most relevant to them. And what we've learned is that relevance comes from talking to other teachers who are doing it.
We took them in kindergarten classrooms, in second grade classrooms, in fifth grade classrooms, looking at not only STEM activities, but also looking at lines of learning. And lines of learning is a kind of an idea or a concept that we worked through with Laura's trip to New Zealand when she went with the innovation group to New Zealand, and saw how learning was very visible in New Zealand and how students were very aware and cognizant of their skills and abilities, what they needed to do to be successful, what they needed to do to master a certain level of criteria in order to be able to move forward, in conjunction with a group of teachers that I took to a Solution Tree Summit on assessment with Cassandra Erkins. And at that summit it was looking at common formative assessments and how to engage students in the assessment process so that it was real to them, it was important to them, and they could move forward and make progress.
And so we've got teachers and leaders in our group who want to hear from the other teachers. What were your challenges? What were your lessons learned? If you did this again, what would you do differently in order to reduce your lead time or to reduce the challenges or bumps in the road? We have incredible places in Arkansas. We have schools that are really working hard to be student focused. And this is an example of a school that's doing that. I mean, this is about informed risk taking. We're not experimenting on our kids. We're taking a chance based on what we believe are really good things and what the research tells us are really good things for learners. And we're figuring out how to do that in what has been a very traditional field. You know, we spent our whole life in school becoming more and more dependent on teachers. And in this model, personalizing and making the competencies, what we expect students to master and do, very visible to the student. He said, I just feel accomplished. I can look at what I've done and I know I've accomplished something. And it changes the dynamic for teacher and learner. So instead of always being in charge and in front of, we're in charge in different ways and we're working alongside of. And so our expertise as a professional is used in a little bit different of a way than what you might see in a traditional classroom or school.